looks good. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. It's Critical Fail. Episode 13? 12?
13.
13. Yeah, 13. We're professional here. We're playing D&D. This is a season finale of Critical Fail. Then we will be... what is it? Next week? Next week we're taking a week off. The following week, we're taking that week off. The 21st is when we're going to be back with the first week of our new series, which is going to be called Roll With It. Or is it For It? I can't remember. It'll be on that overlay. It'll be fine. Like I said, this is professional. We got this.
Mm-hmm. The longest running D&D podcast ever, sponsored by Red Bull.
There you go. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but we'll...
It could be, if
Look,
they wanted to.
Fucking fake it till you win it, or something, however that saying goes. Basically what I'm getting at is, this is the last episode for Critical Fail Season 1, okay? It will be back, but we are going to take a break from these characters, and we're going to take 2 weeks of a break, and we're going to come back with a new, fresh campaign, new DM, new players. I mean, these players will still be here. I'll be DMing. Our DM right there will be actually playing, and we've got two fresh players coming in as well, so it'll be a nice, big, entertaining game. The first week, Derek won't actually be there, so he's going to miss some stuff, but it's fine. We'll just integrate him in when we get to a point where I can. And, yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm gonna be kind of bummed out that I missed your first episode, and I'm gonna have to allow the paltry comforts of Las Vegas to console me. It's gonna be sucks. Sucks. Not gonna make it, but excited to rejoin you guys for episode 2.
Yeah.
Really excited to play. I don't know if you got a chance to check out my character sheet yet. I am really excited to play this character.
I did see the character, and I was like, all right.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
So far, I've seen 3 of the character sheets so far, and they are pretty promising. I haven't seen Drew's yet, or Bob's, but if Bob goes with what he was telling me that he's going to go with today, then it'll be a fun campaign.
Good.
Because he's going to be that guy. First time playing D&D, he's going to be that guy. I'll elaborate a little bit more later, obviously, but...
All right.
We're gonna just jump into this episode here. So Derek, whenever you're ready, just take us away and let's do it.
When we last met, I fucking hate that. I'm not doing that. We're going to pick up with your meeting after the Collector, where you have made an agreement to trade 2 of your gems for a new leg for Ozzy Armas and a ticket home for each of you to return to the Planar Realms. Right now, he is directing his Sky Fortress of Pirates to make an assault on the runic tree in order to break you into the Countess's vault, use her portal, and smuggle you back to the Planar Realms. You're currently en route there, standing outside of the blacksmith's shop, where the blacksmith will hand Ergo Huto his +1 bow of fire. He will admire Ozzy's new plant leg, which is totally functional. It is anamorphic and jointless, so it's kind of like a noodle that you can control the direction of. It'll fit inside of all regular gear, and it won't hinder you in any way, but it can bend backwards, which is neat. And also, Horse Jeff is there. He is now being fully healed up. They cut off all the rusty bits and replaced them, so he looks a little bit motley, like different patches of metals. But they also ask you if you want him painted, and we'll pick up with you. Jordan.
Fuck, I don't know.
Well,
He's good. He's good the way he is.
He looks like a steel version of an Appaloosa, where he's like different shades of metal. All in a cow print kind of deal. And as you are standing there, you are approached by a man and an accompaniment. Jeez, I've already been drinking. An accompaniment of soldiers. and they approach you and ask, "Are you the guys that made the deal?"
That depends on
Yeah.
the deal.
Are you the one that we're smuggling into the vault?
Yep, that's the one. That's us.
Excellent. We'll be the guys breaking you in. We're the entry team. My name is Salvador Thane, and I'm running the militia on this Sky Fortress. So, if you'd like to hear the plan, come and find me when you're ready. You can see me in the courtyard over there by the teleportation circle. Yes, you with the hand up.
Aren't you not supposed to tell us your name?
Why would I be afraid of telling you my name? You're not a Fae. And if you tell a Fae my name, doesn't matter. The power's gone. I have to tell them. And I know you're not a Fae.
Alright, fair enough.
He seems very official, and he speaks in short, concise sentences. Not curt, or not rude, just curt.
Okay.
He gestures to where the teleportation circle was, and he walks over there with his men. They are all dressed, loaded for bear, ready for battle. They each have loaded crossbows and 2 swords on their accompaniment. They're all decked out in gear. If you guys wanted to do anything before this all goes down, now is the time.
I'm gonna show the blacksmith my runic staff.
Okay.
See if he knows anything about it.
You'd have to go to someone in an apothec shop in order to get that identified, but I can paint it for you. Do you want that painted?
Kinda.
What color would you like it?
Purple.
I can do that.
Drink much?
Drink.
He takes the staff from you and just tosses it to somebody in the back.
I'm gonna
But no
ask.
charge for a fellow pirate. You're all on the team now, right?
Totally. I'm gonna ask the blacksmith if he's got any arrows I can buy.
You need more? Well, I guess you can't really collect them after they're all burnt up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What do you need? Just a fuckload of arrows?
Yeah.
All right. How many do you need?
Well, how much for 100?
Well, I was just gonna give you however many you wanted.
Alright, I'll take 100.
Well, 100's kind of a lot. Don't be a dick.
50?
Deal.
Alright.
He snaps his fingers and he brings over one of his apprentice guys in an apron brings over a whole bundle of arrows. 50 arrows is a lot of arrows.
Turns out. I'm up to
Well,
113
It's
arrows.
like a cord of arrows like this thick around.
I've got 113. I think we're good for the battle ahead.
He points to your bow and says, "Initially, you won't get any fire damage out of this, but as you draw the bow, it'll light the arrow on fire. But if you compress the bow back, it disarms it and unlights it. So anything that leaves the bow is covered in fire. So it'll still strike your enemy for an enhanced amount of damage, and it'll set things on fire. So then any fire that happens after the fact will be additional damage after the fact.
Alright.
In DM's terms, that means that you'll have one round of the bow trying to ignite them, and then if it doesn't ignite them, they won't take fire damage, but if it does, then they'll take ongoing fire damage after your first strike.
Okay.
Ozzy, would you like to do anything with the blacksmith?
Want to see if he's got any armor.
He totally does.
He is a
Chainmail,
blacksmith, after all.
He is.
improved
Yes.
chainmail of any kind.
Yeah, he can get something tailored to your size. Do you have a preference of black or silver?
Black.
Man after my own heart. He says, come back in 20 minutes. They'll be done painting it. He likes to paint things.
Evidently.
Who knew?
Hey, man, we don't all get our dream jobs.
Yeah, I think we're good here. I'm gonna ask the blacksmith, is there a dude that can identify Jor's staff in this fortress?
You gotta go to the apothec for that.
Alright, can you point the direction out?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the courtyard.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna grab Jor, turn him around, and shove him towards the apothec.
Excellent.
walk in that
You
direction.
can do that. Oh, hey, they already had a set of black chainmail ready. Do you just want it now?
Oh, well, I was
how-
gonna go clean up while you were painting that.
How much gold do you have on you?
Is that you asking or the blacksmith?
The blacksmith.
I've got some, about 150.
Give me 50 for the chainmail.
All right, I can do
I
that.
don't want to take all your money.
Is chainmail light?
No, heavy armor.
Damn.
It also gives you disadvantage on stealth rolls. Meta.
Before we leave, can I ask the blacksmith if he's got anything better than leather armor that's light?
Yeah, I could get you scale.
How much for that?
Scale is more expensive. It's kind of hard to. Let's see. Well, I can get you also padded armor. There's studded leather, where you sew the little ringlets into it. Looks kind of cool.
Well, I've got leather armor and I've got hide armor, but I'm looking for something with a little bit more protection that won't hinder my mobility.
You can probably go with studded leather. I'll charge you 30 for that.
All right, deal.
You don't take any disadvantage to your stealth on that.
Okay.
It weighs 13 pounds.
And you said it was studded?
Mm-hmm. And I didn't tell Drew specifically because he cannot be encumbered with his one remaining boot.
Sorry, how much was the weight again?
13 pounds.
All right, this might be meta, but any change on AC?
Yep, +1.
Okay,
It's a +1 set of studded leather armor.
fair enough.
The base value is an AC of 12, but then you get all your modifiers on top of that.
Right. Mr. Blacksmith, would you like my hide armor and a couple of other things that I need to offload because I all of a sudden became encumbered?
Well, then I won't charge you. If
Deal.
you get traded. Yeah.
All right, I'll give him my leather armor, my hide armor, 2 empty vials, and a short sword.
Cool. Well, now he feels bad for not giving you more arrows. Do you want some more arrows? Do you want the other 50? Okay.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
He gives you another thick stack of arrows. You can just, your whole back is just gonna look like quivers and quivers full of arrows.
I'm a porcupine.
You're gonna be the fantasy equivalent of that guy in the army that's always carrying around like way too many clips.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be you.
Or Simon Cowell.
Or Simon Cowell.
Way too much gold.
With the coins falling out of his shirt and his pant legs at all times. Where the enemies can literally just follow the trail of gold like you're a treasure goblin in D3. Anyways.
I could buy anything.
Yeah, yeah, could have.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants my chainmail that I was wearing.
Sure. He'll give you 20 gold off for that.
All right, cool.
Because he can, I mean, we get new soldiers in here all the time, so, I mean, we do
I get-
recycle soldiers quite a bit here.
Gives him something to paint.
Mm-hmm. Do like that. Mm. Yeah, you're gonna get +5 to all diplomatic trades with him now. Just a heads up. We'll make a note of that for next season in case you ever come back to this particular flying pirate fortress that you work for.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
because who knows when we might trip into the Fey realm again.
Hey, it can happen. All we gotta do is chase a giant bird and have Jor point a direction.
Yeah.
It's that way.
Or swallow one of your own marbles.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, why is it
Sorry,
such
I-
a pain in the ass to get back to Prime, but it's so easy to get to Fey?
Because the Fae are actively reaving people from the planar realm, but not the other way around.
All right.
It's like, could you imagine a super highway built in just one direction? Kind of like that. Everybody's going in, not a lot of people are coming out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, are you guys all good with the whatchamacallit? The blacksmith?
before I walk away, I'm gonna ask him if he can do anything to my quarterstaff, or if he has anything better that's similar.
Quarterstaff.
You mean your bonking stick that I still have?
No, I had both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, the bonking stick's a different stick. It would be a melee. He doesn't sell a lot of wood-based items.
Which, now that I have my leg back, I'm going to offer your bonking stick back to you.
But,
I'll accept.
well, yeah, if you've got a little bit of gold on you, I can definitely help you out there. We've got one with a steel core in it. It'll do a little bit more bonking, as you said.
Yeah.
Give me 20 gold pieces for it, and I'll
Okay.
give you the, it's a +1 quarterstaff.
All right.
Oh, I'm going to offer him a
Oh, something like that.
mechanical leg from an automaton knight. If he wants it.
Nice. Do you want me to just bolt this onto the horse? I mean, it's already got all 4 legs, but I mean, I could add a gender appendage.
That's up to Jor.
No.
It definitely wouldn't run any faster, but you'd make a hell of a statement when you kick the door in.
No. I'm good.
Thought I'd offer. Yeah, I can give you 10 gold pieces for the rusted knight's leg. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
And yeah, anything else you guys looking for?
Is there some place I can wash up?
There's a well that's a real well. I don't think you have time to go to the bathhouse, considering he looks off into the horizon for a second. That's the runic tree over there. So they're gonna start firing at us in a minute here. Probably
Alright.
want to skip that part.
Yep.
We should go get his staff looked at before we get there, though.
I'd recommend running. That Salvador guy doesn't like to wait.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
look for
I'm gonna run
Salvador.
over there real quick.
I'll follow.
Okay. You hustle over to a man covered in blue robes. Is swaddled all the way up, and it covers everything except his eyes. He goes, "Can I help you?"
I'm gonna hold my staff out and ask, what does this do?
It enhances telekinetic powers based on how strong you are.
I don't know what that means.
He's a knight. He doesn't know these
I'm a
complex
knight.
machinations.
He pulls open his mouth flap, and he says, "It's got an inherent spell of telekinesis cast on side of it, and it scales to the strength of the person using it. You hold that to activate the spell, and then you gesture with your hand to command the power."
So I shouldn't hit things with it.
Definitely not. You'll probably just damage the quality of the weapon, which I can tell has already suffered a little bit. I think if you did just as much as you've already done to it, it'd be broken by now.
Right.
But you should be able to use your strength ability. It's scaled up, so it's doing more than however strong you are, based on how strong you are. So the stronger you get, the stronger it'll be.
Okay. So it's a ranged weapon.
It makes you the ranged weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Salvador's
Alright.
gonna whistle really sharp. He does one of those annoying whistles where he puts his fingers in his mouth.
I'll head towards him.
Okay,
How does that go?
I can't do it. I literally can't. I've tried so many times.
It's okay, I can't do it either.
I can do that one. Yeah, do you guys all rush over?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, he says, "Good, we're on approach. We'll be on top of them in just a moment now. They're probably already started, and you feel the fortress shift underneath you as something collides with it." And he says, "Oh, good, they know we're here. Okay, So what we're going to do is I'm going to breach with my breaching team. Me and 7 other of the members are going to go down into the vault using a pre-existing teleportation device that we planted in the Countess's vault during our last encounter there. That will get us in. We are going to attempt to subdue, control any environment or traps that the Countess has most definitely put in there since our last time there. 45 seconds after we leave, you come through the portal. Obey all of our commands when you get to the other side, and we will shepherd you through. Hopefully we'll have the teleportation object. We don't exactly know what it looks like. Active by that time. We will get you to it and out and through during that window. Please obey all of our instructions on the other side. You will be entering an active combat zone. Do you understand?
Let's
Yep.
do this.
Excellent. He gains his members over to this circle on the ground, and they all stand facing outwards, kind of like how elephants circle when they're in a defensive position. And he just nods to somebody who touches the circle, and they all flash, and they're gone. The courtyard is quiet.
I'm gonna get close to it and start counting to 45.
Okay. You guys?
I'm gonna mount Horse Jeff and join them.
You mount Horse Jeff. Okay, so what are you preparing anything during this 45-second window?
I'm pulling my swords out.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand an arrow to Jeff. I'm gonna notch an arrow on my bow.
As you
And,
notch the arrow, the tip of the arrow ignites.
Nice! Alright. Now I'm just gonna
And,
wait for the 45 seconds.
I'm gonna ready my runic staff.
You ready the runic staff. It's in one of your hands now. Are you going to try to attempt to use it in the correct method?
Possibly.
Okay, you're then holding it in your non-dominant hand, and
Alright.
you are readying your power hand and flexing your fingers. I will
Okay.
assume that you are ready.
Yeah.
You're at 40 seconds.
Touch
At
it.
the 45-second mark, you touch the runic circle. In a flash, you feel like you're turned inside out, similar to how you were teleported to the planar realm, except the duration of this sensation is a lot shorter. You enter into a dark room, which is filled with screaming, crying, and shrieks of something that is swarming from above you. Directly in front of you is Salvador, who grabs the closest one of you, who's Ozzy Armis, and he says, "That way! Go now!" And then he turns around and starts firing his automatic crossbow into the air as you hear screaming and crying from behind you.
I'm
In
gonna
the
go
distance,
that way now.
okay.
I will
you
follow that
switch-
way now.
And Jor-2?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Jor, you're the fastest. Horse Jeff takes off in that direction. As you kicked him, he is much faster than he used to be, and now that he is at full strength, you are heading towards a obelisk in the dark. It's like 20 feet tall, and it's glowing yellow, and it's the brightest thing in the room right now. Between you and them is 3 of the people that you saw. They are engaged in combat with shapes moving in the dark that you can barely see. You see 2 bodies of dead people already on the ground from the militia that are attempting to guard you as you rush towards the teleporter. You feel things above you swooping at you, but you can't quite see them. We're going to see which one of you gets involved with that encounter. Just a second, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I got really distracted there for a moment. Ozzy, hey! You're making a new friend. Give me a dexterity save.
Great.
Okay, good. Something swipes over top of your head, and you dodge out of the way as you hear it coming. Your night vision aids you in seeing that there is most definitely a lot of activity above you. There's some kind of flying creature that you can't identify. There's too many wings and too many eyes. It's nothing that you've ever seen before, but you dodged out of the way. We're going to see as you're running. Okay. You hear Salvador say, "Keep running," as he's clearly got something on top of him. He's been attacked by something. Go ahead. Sorry. Ergo Huto, please give me a check for dexterity. You duck out of the way as well. It doesn't have a good of a read on you. You're an elf. You're spry. You're moving quickly. Jorah's in the front of the pack. Something steps out in front of you. Appears to be made out of teeth and shadow. Is directly in front of your path. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna use mirror image and keep going forward.
Okay.
That's a long one.
Yep. But I do know what it does. So it splits you in two. It's going to make a decision of which one of you to try to attack.
Second two.
Did you go left or right?
I went left.
Okay, it goes right. It tries to tackle your mirror image, and it's 14 versus the AC. It matches your AC, your duplicate.
13 or 12.
Okay, it's going to shatter your duplicate illusion, but it has distracted it enough for you to run past and make it to the obelisk in time, because Horse Jeff is very quick. You run up to the obelisk. What do you do?
Touch it.
You touch it, and you are gone. We will go to Ozyarmus. You are next behind him. In between you and the obelisk is the creature made out of shapes. It has just cleaved its way through an illusion of Joradam. And it is kind of bewildered, but not 100%. How do you want to approach moving between it and the obelisk?
I'm going to sheath my longsword and pull out the ancient scimitar. Try to swipe at him with the ancient scimitar.
Okay. You can do that. On nat 20? Seriously?
Yeah.
Very nice. Roll for your damage.
Ooh.
It cleaved through the illusion and did not see you on the other side. You caught it right in the leg, or what you would appear to be a leg on a normal creature. Your blade goes through it, but it feels like thick cloud, and as you do that, the piece that you cut comes away, and the thing roars, and it's totally not happy. Ergo, you are following closely behind. Your move.
I'm going to activate my Boots of Speed to move double speed, and I'm going to book it for the teleporter.
Okay, you can do that because the enemy is distracted with Ozyarmus.
Sorry, Ozzy.
You book it all the way up to the obelisk, and you are standing in front of it.
Touching it.
Okay, you evaporate. You're gone. We will go back to Ozyarmus. Ozyarmus, you in front of the creature. You are 20 feet away.
How
sorry.
is the...
You're 20 feet away from the obelisk, I should say. You are directly in front of the creature.
So it's between me and the obelisk?
Yes.
I'm going to attack with my rapier and use my extra attack, and then bonus action with the scimitar.
You're going to go ham?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let her rip. All right, 2 of the blows land. Very nice. As you are cleaving and slashing at the enemy, from the back of your mind, you hear a laughing you are unfamiliar with. You're unfamiliar with the voice. You just hear a laughing in the back of your head. Someone is stoked that you are cutting things up. And you do some good damage there. It's going to go to the creature. The creature is going to bring up one of its hands, and as it does so, the shape of the hand changes, becomes more mallet-like, and he's going to try to bring it down right on top of you.
Shit.
17 versus your AC.
18.
Nice. It ricochets off of your shiny new chainmail. You feel as though this would have done a ton of damage to you, But in doing so, you dodged beside it and are now parallel to the creature in the direction of the obelisk. What's your move?
I'm gonna try to disengage from the creature, and make it to the obelisk.
All right, book it. Let's do an acrobatics. Actually, athletics for running. Sorry. You are slightly slowed down in dodging. You are halfway to the portal when the creature is going to try to extend its arm and grab you.
Oh shit!
But it doesn't do so. It gets caught up on one of the cloth-covered items inside of the Countess's vault. You disappear behind it and reach the obelisk.
All right, I'm gonna touch it.
You touch it. In doing so, you are teleported, and simultaneously, all three of you are going to be swallowed through this magic portal, feel as though you were inverted, and then transported back to the planar realms. You come out, standing exactly where you were, feeling a lot colder for some reason, in a stone room with the obelisk there, but it is no longer glowing. And it lets out in a dark room. Those of you with night vision can see that there is no source of light in here. It is an otherwise empty room with a single door on the edge.
I'm gonna draw an arrow. Would that give us any light? Since it's on fire?
You get a radius of around yourself. It's the equivalent of holding a candle.
Okay, then I won't worry about it. I'll just walk to the door.
Okay. Jor, you can't really see.
I'm gonna follow the candle.
I'm
Just
not doing
Yeah.
that.
He's,
I thought. Oh, never mind.
Come to the
I'm
sound
just
of my
gonna-
voice.
Yeah, I'll go that way.
okay, roll perception.
Okay.
all this time, all your spells, and you can't light your own goddamn way.
Don't worry, I'm very perceptive.
You are very familiar with the tone of the voice and where it sounds like someone is coming from inside of an echoey caved room. So you follow along to a door, and ergo, behind the door you hear voices.
Can I press my ear against it to hear what I see?
Totally. Perception. They're muffled. You can't tell. It sounds like common, though.
Alright, I'll open the door.
You open the door, and as you do so, you realize this door has been here a really long time, so it goes... And everyone in the room turns to look at you. And a familiar-ish face turns to look at you. She eyes you up and down and goes, "Oh, fuck me." It's Dana.
Oh god.
Standing next to the paladin that broke your arrow, and 4 familiar paladins that escorted you across the courtyard. Inside of the room also is the doctor, David Sedaris, or Dr. Sedaris, and several other people that you don't recognize. They're all standing around a table with a map on it, lit by candles, and they are all staring at you, bewildered.
I'm gonna ride up next to Dana and say, "Remember when I saved your life?" From that guy over there.
She is just completely bewildered and beside herself.
I'm a knight now.
Well, I should hope you did something with the 2 years you've been fucking missing.
You see this horse? It's
I'm
metal.
gonna walk over and like lean on the table and kind of nod at her and be like, "Sup, lawbreaker." Turn to the paladin and say, "So what'd we miss?"
He is completely silent. The Dr. Sedaris is looking at you completely bewildered. And he's going to be the first to initiate and said, "Where did you just come from?
That
This
room.
is a
Teleporter.
This is a secure facility."
It's not that secure. That's
We're
actually
heroes.
in that room is a teleporter that'll take you to the Fey realm. Don't worry about it. Don't touch it.
You've been in the Fey realm.
Yeah, for like a day. It was great.
You've been gone for 2 years.
That's awkward.
That's one way to put it. Well, I should catch you up. Everyone in this room is the remaining citizenship of Jackfall. Everything outside of Jackfall in every single direction is under duress. We've heard word from other militant groups that have organized in order to hold up and survive, but they are usually tracked down and eradicated within a few months. We are the closest remaining cell to the epicenter of the event, and we were coming up with our final plan of attack, since we're almost out of food, before we started eating people that have been polymorphed.
So the potions didn't work.
I got
They
potions. Do you need more potions? I still have a couple.
Hold on to those. That might come in handy. As it turns out, that lady that you escorted from the apothecary, yeah, she wasn't vetted. That wasn't the right lady. Turns out she was just disguised as that lady, and the real lady was tied up upstairs. Yeah, we didn't find that out until later, when some of citizens that you claimed you rescued them reported that there was a lady tied up in there. The lady that you let inside turned out to be in league with the druids and turned several of our clerics into bears, which undermined our defenses slightly. The citadel fell shortly after, as many of the paladins succumbed to bear attack, as did most of the citizenry when the ravens descended. And
1 second.
Hmm?
So is the sheriff okay?
No,
He still owes us a lot of gold.
the sheriff is dead. He broke away within our Splinter Cell group, but he died fighting, unfortunately.
It's probably not the
Light him on
time.
fire.
This is probably not the time, but I do want to just point out, you sent that woman with us. We're not the ones that are at risk or at fault for her not being vetted. That's on you guys.
Do you really think we care about that at this point?
I'm just making sure everybody's kind of on the same page here.
Oh, good. Well, since we're not playing the blame game, I'll turn it back over to Dana, who is outlaying the plan. She looks at you guys and just sighs. Looks at Ergo and says, "You're not going to try to kill me again, are you?"
Depends. Do you plan on trying to steal again?
I plan on trying to survive the rest of today, like I do every day, like I've had to do for the last 2 years. No thanks to you. Thank you
Well-
for leaving.
As long as we're
There was a
civilized.
Oh, you mean my brother? Yeah, I killed him last year with this axe. And she lifts up a very well-made axe. It's quite big.
You know what, Dana? Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Would you like some candy?
It looks to me like you're not really the leading expert in feet. And she gestures towards your leg.
What? I am Groot.
And no, I don't want any candy. The heck is wrong with you guys?
You said
You
you were
should have some,
hungry.
It's really good.
No, I said we were almost... Or Dr. Sedaris said we were almost out of food, which we are. We still have some
This
civilians
makes you really
here.
strong.
Listen, do you guys want to be part of our plan or not?
I'm in.
That depends. Wait, I guess it doesn't matter if we get paid. Because if we aren't a part of the plan, everyone's
Oh,
just
you're
gonna
free to try to
stay
leave. That would be really entertaining.
and bears.
Of course, you can't tell if it's day or night or not because of the forest fires and the clouds and swarms of ravens from cities abound, blotting out the sky. And you probably make it, I don't know, half a day at the best if you hide the whole time. But if the ravens don't get you, the bears will.
Alright, so what's this plan?
I just want
I'm
to
gonna
point
walk
out
over to Ozzy and
we're really good
whisper,
with-
"Do you want to eat the marbles?"
we're really good with
Thinking
bears.
about it.
Oh, do you
Do I
mean
hear
that
that?
time you failed at killing my family members?
As I recall, that issue was solved.
No, it wasn't. There were still 2 bears in that house.
Then don't
They
go back
ate
in the
the other
house.
family members that turned into people.
Look, we can sit here and argue about
You're
who
the one
was
that
a
dragged
bear
us
or wasn't
away.
a bear. We had a job to do. You told us to go after your brother. Then one of us got a little bit distracted, and we ended up getting trapped into the Fey realm for like a day. Sue us.
Well, it must have been 2 days, since a day in the Fey realm is obviously 2. Or, anyways.
Fine.
No bother
What's your plan?
explaining past.
By the way, did I hear what Jorah said to Ozzy?
Yeah, you would have,
Okay.
but so did everybody else.
Okay.
Well, he said he whispered.
Do you want to make that a stealthy comment?
I do.
Okay. Yeah. Roll stealth to whisper. Okay.
It's kind of a stage whisper.
You think one of the knights heard you? One of the other guys that guarded you across the courtyards? Guy standing there in full plate mail with a maul in his hand, and he kind of looks at you guys like, "What?" He doesn't think anything of it. And yes, ergo, you did hear. The paladin that you guys don't like, he says, "We can do the backup plan now. Can save more people." She says, "You're right." She gestures towards the map and points at where you guys are. Apparently, you're underneath the goblin temple that you raided in the very first of your encounters during this season, meta. When you hunted down Vigo Walleyes, apparently deeper within the chambers here is a stronghold and a fortress, and there was a treasure room, and they took it over, and they hid inside of here, and that's where they've been hiding out, inside of the forest, this whole time. So, from here, she's drawn a map that leads out of the city to Jackfall and to the Citadel. There's a second trail that goes back to her house. She outlines that guiding one of the covered wagons to the house will work in relay with the other team that goes to the Citadel. The Citadel people will light as big a fire as possible to signal the people at the tower to make a large distraction. The people at the tower will then hold out for as long as possible while they get swarmed with literally clouds of ravens. This is an attempt to bring those who have been transformed into ravens closer to the ground. When we kill the main druids, our history and records tell us that this should transfer the spell in its entirety back. However, anyone that is up in the air will be immediately transformed back into a human and free fall to their death.
Splat.
So having extra people will allow us to carry out the secondary plan. The paladin will take some of his men to the tower. Dana says she will lead the other team to the Citadel to kill the leader of the pack. Her spies tell her that it roosts there every night atop the very the top floor of the Citadel. So they are going to depart at nightfall and make it there as it roosts, hopefully so it doesn't see us. We then look for the signal fire. They're going to distract it, and then we will have a limited window to dispatch the enemy.
That sounds like a good plan.
Thank you.
For a criminal.
And which team are we supposed to be going with?
I want you on the raiding team. You're going to help me finish what we started.
I like that.
Me too.
Me and all 3 of you, and possibly one of the paladins. The paladins all go. Okay, well, the paladins are going to my house to start a large fire and create a ruckus and sacrifice themselves to the ravens. So we have to succeed. Because if we die, they die.
It kind of sounds like they're gonna die anyways, no?
Well, if they get bit and polymorphed, we're just going to change them back when we kill the ringleader of all this, aren't we?
Touché.
That's why they're willing to sacrifice themselves. The
Not willing
town
to
is
go
now...
with us.
the town is largely unguarded now, since this is the epicenter of the event, but the larger amount of the bears have fled out towards better hunting grounds. So we shouldn't really be impeded on our way there. The wagons are covered. However, the horses are subject to being attacked. However, you've got a horse that can't be bitten. Can we borrow your horse?
No. I'm a knight. I need my horse.
Well, if you don't ride inside of the covered wagon, then the ravens will eat you.
She does have a point.
It's a pretty good point.
But what if I lit them all on fire?
You're going to light thousands of ravens on fire.
He does have a good point.
That's a pretty good point.
I'm gonna say I can also do this and push one of the paladins back with the runic staff.
Please roll for it. Just a d20 roll. Okay. It's more like when you shoulder your way through a crowd and you push his shoulder over. And he's looking around super confused, and then he shoves the guy next to him. She says that's interesting. Apparently your time in the fairy realm hasn't gone completely well, you haven't wasted it entirely.
No, of course not. Check this out. And I'm going to draw an arrow. Bring it all the way back.
Oh, good. You learned party tricks, too.
Don't tempt me. As I undraw the bow.
The big paladin guy looks at you and goes, "Don't."
I'll look it back at him and be like, you don't.
Passive perception tells you that Dana is in charge here. She appears to have authority over the paladin.
Dana's my girl, though. Saved her life.
You did. Okay, so we can't just take the wagons into the city. A lot of it fell in the infighting, the looting, the fires, a lot of death. So we're going to take the wagons to the edge of the water causeway and take the water causeway into the waterworks building, since it's right across from the gates of the citadel. Does that make sense? If we get lost or the wagon gets disrupted, we're going to meet at the waterworks building at the end of the water causeway, the one that connects to the old mill.
Okay.
Yeah, we know where that is. We've been there.
Excellent. From there, we'll make our way into the citadel and signal the other group, probably by setting it on fire.
All right, sounds
The
like
best
fun.
I've got, unless you have another way of signaling the other group. Okay, good. Let's settle up. She turns and leaves the room. She puts her axe across her back, and the paladins all draw out huge warhammers. Everyone is ready to go here.
I'll follow Dana.
Okay. She leads you through several rooms into a room that looks familiar to you at the base of a tall, crooked stair where you had killed some goblins with your hands when you captured Vigo Walleyes. You ascend the crooked stairs up towards two covered wagons, and Joradam is going to lead his horse through the crooked passageway up and walk it up to the area where there are two covered wagons waiting for you. The paladins get into one, and you guys get into another one with Dana. The wagons are completely covered all the way to the front, where it is completely canopied, and the reins lead out through a tiny slit so that she can guide the horses forward. And she looks back at you guys and bundles up the tarp behind you. She's looking through a tiny crack in the front. She asks you if you're all ready to go.
Yep.
Excellent. She starts leading you along the path. She's going to lead you through the forest, and are you going to try to look at anything along the way? You can peer through the back crack of the wagon if you want.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
not-
chill.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it.
Okay. You are being led along the path through the old mill and hunter's lodge, which are burnt out and hollowed out. There's a lot of the trees surrounding the area are burnt down, and in the distance you can see that red glow that goes over top of the clouds when it reflects the fire from below of a forest fire off in the distance. The air is choked with smoke in all directions, and you can see in... Well, she tells you that they're out right now. Smoke is kind of pouring into the wagon a little bit. You can smell it quite heavily. And she says, don't poke your head out. There's lots of them out there right now. She's leading you along the path, and there are no disruptions as of yet. Horse Jeff is tied up behind the wagon, as per Jor's instructions. And she's leading you along. You make it unencumbered to the edge of the building, edge of the water, the causeway, where she says, we have to get out now. We're going to have to climb this ladder, go across the waterway, and make it into the waterworks building. We're going to move as quickly as possible. Do any of you guys have any magic abilities to repel creatures? Any magic you picked up in the Fey realm?
What?
Nope.
I can make us invisible. Like last time.
You can make us invisible?
Well, like when we were in the boats.
How long does that last for?
An hour.
You can make us all invisible for an hour.
Totally. No big deal.
Well, let's go with that. Okay, so you all pile out of the wagon and start ascending the ladder to get to the edge of the causeway. It's a very tall ladder. And as you're climbing up it, I'm going to make you all roll athletics checks. Nice. Okay, you're all fine as you ascend the ladder. You do so in an order that is allowing Jorah Adam's invisibility spell to fall over top of all of you. And you've made it into the causeway. And since you're all invisible, I'm not going to make you roll stealth because you're all fucking invisible.
What happened to Horse Jeff?
Horse Jeff is still at the bottom of the ladder.
He's fine.
Dun dun dun.
It's a knight's horse.
You're gonna
He'll
have
stay
to
put.
teach Horse Jeff how to climb ladders eventually.
This is twice now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You are in the causeway, walking to the waterworks building. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm gonna be stealthy.
Okay.
Will also be stealthy.
Yeah, I guess I'll try being stealthy.
You do your best, but you're still clinky.
Clink, 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 clink.
I don't have an overabundance of gold.
Okay. The ravens don't take any notice of you. The clinks are echoing a little bit in the causeway, but you just start moving slower to compensate. You are confident in your stride now, however, with your fancy new leg. You make it to the waterworks building, climb out of the causeway, and you are now standing in the waterworks building. Surrounding you are probably 20 to 30 dead bodies of people that are decayed away. It looks as though they barricaded themselves in this room, but then starved to death. So there's a big barricade on the door.
I'm gonna ask Dana, hey, you wanna loot these bodies too?
I only loot the people that I kill.
Really?
Really, really.
I wonder who instilled that rule into you.
You mean like when I killed that guy and took things off of him and then you tried to murder me?
We did all the work.
Oh, you mean like when I buried my axe into his shoulder blade? When
He
you
was
didn't see me
already
coming?
basically dead! You just snuck in at the last second and took the last shot.
Oh, I see. This is like it's a macho thing, right? I did all the work. She's doing an impression of you. How does that go?
I'm just gonna spit on her.
You're gonna spit on her?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's roll diplomacy on that one.
There's no diplomacy, so persuasion.
No. It's trust me. I'm doing a thing here.
So like a 20 or.
Yep. Yeah, no, that lands straight on her chest. She takes a swing at you with her fist, but you duck out of the way.
Hey,
She just turns to
no-
you and says, "Don't start shit with me, kid."
none of this is getting us through the door. Or through the barricade.
She
I'm going to
says,
ignore the lover's quarrel.
she says, "You're absolutely right." And she turns and cleaves the barricade in half with her axe.
That's getting us through the barricade.
And she's going to pull an Agman and boot the door open. Between the open area of the Waterworks Way and the gate to the Citadel is clear of enemies. You don't see anything. She just starts walking out there.
I'm gonna run to catch up. Nasker, is there a Mr. Dana in your life?
A Mr. Den. No, I can't say that. I've been really looking into the dating game while I've been fighting for my life.
It's
Are you
just some
coming on to
sheep.
me?
Well, there should be plenty of time for that now that we're here, and everything's gonna be alright.
Oh, wow. You guys are just all about credit, eh?
I'm a knight.
He's a knight.
Are you guys following along?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You make it to the gates of the Citadel, where she opens the door very cautiously
Fuck.
and peers inside.
I just thought about something that I should have done that would have been fucking hilarious. Sorry. Go on. We're good.
Okay.
It's like
She walks
Perfect
inside of
opportunity missed. Sorry.
She walks inside of the Citadel, and it is a husk of its former self. It has been pillaged, absolutely gutted. There's no paintings left on the walls. The tables are turned over, broken, and burnt. There are indications of fighting in all of the rooms and in every corridor. Even the carpet is sliced up. The walls are scratched, and there's evidence of animal activity, recent animal activity. It smells like garbage.
Go to Faye for 2 years, look what happens.
You think these people would be able to take care of their own town for 2 days? Just shaking my head.
Wow. Says Dana. She's not going to say anything.
Useless knight.
That's cool. She's not.
Paladins.
If only
She
they
goes-
had a knight to help them.
She starts
I know.
ascending a stair at the end of a corridor, and she stops and starts looking down a hallway. And good perception roll for her. She sees a cat dart out. She's a little kitty cat, and she starts to let her guard down a little bit. She turns to you and says, "The only evidence of polymorph wing we've ever seen are from the druids themselves, the ravens, and the bears, and the sheep, of course. But the sheep got all eaten by the bears.
Did any goats survive?
Some, few."
I'm going to present a morsel of food and cast animal friendship on the cat.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, the cat is stoked. It runs over, and it looks a little bit skinny and starved, and it just runs right up into your arms.
Nice. Now I'm gonna hold the cat in one hand and hold Jeff in the other hand and say, "Be friends," and put Jeff
The
back.
cat is just rolling around like this, and like trying to like rub its head on you, but while it's dangling, it's
Nice.
stoked. It's totally stoked.
All right, I'll hold on to him for a while.
Okay. You start walking through. Dana says, "I don't see anything else. Let's just go to the roof and get this done."
Okay.
Wait. We should give them the signal. We're close. Once we get to the top, this is going to start going down. So we should start the paladins on their work now. You, with the party tricks, start lighting some stuff on fire.
Do you mean Jeff? Jeff's gonna like poke out of my shirt and just be like,
Horse Jeff is back there.
Jeff is that ladder.
Jeff's
she
currently
just
squeaking.
nods her head and reaches in her bag and pulls out a bottle and just starts pouring it all over the place. It's got a little X and a brand on it, and she takes one big swig of it and just starts pouring the rest of it around the place. She says, "Go," and just starts walking.
Okay, fine. You might want to move, and then I'm gonna draw my bow.
Okay. Do you do the thing where you touch it to the? Do you touch it to the accelerant?
I'm not yet. I'm waiting to see if she's gonna fucking.
Oh
move
yeah,
or not.
she walks straight past. And
Okay.
she's going to
Then
what
I'm
you
gonna light
assume
it
is
up.
the final set of stairs.
Yeah, I'll light it up.
Okay. You do that, and it accelerates and lights a desk full of papers on fire, and part of the room is on fire. And you think this is sufficient, considering the amount of wood you see around, that this is going to start quite a fire. She is ascending the stairs at the end of the corridor. Would you like to follow her?
Yeah.
Okay. You are on the roof of the Citadel, and across a small open area, you see a set of double doors, very tall, very large, but they don't appear to be barricaded in any way. And she says, "We think this is its roosting place. It's the only place that we haven't. Well, we've never gotten this far. We've never wanted to try to go this far, because we always see it land on the roof. So we figure this is it. Who wants to try the door?"
I'm just gonna draw another arrow and prepare.
I'm going to pull out both my swords and go kick the door.
Okay. Sorry,
rapier and scimitar. Cursed scimitar.
Cursed indeed. Jor, what about you?
Already my runic staff.
Okay. Dana pulls out her two-handed axe, and she's staring down the door. Ozzy, you kick the door and you bounce off.
Solid start.
Solid door.
Hey, that's a solid door.
She sighs and says, "Why don't you try the handle instead of just knocking?"
Okay. I'll use the handle.
Okay. You feel a weird electric sensation run through your hand for a moment, but then the door just clicks and opens up underneath your hand. It appears to be unlocked. How do you proceed?
Just gonna go on in.
Okay. The room before you is dark. It is lit only by the fainting twilight of the fading sun coming through the stained glass windows. Inside of the room appears to be unbroken furniture scattered around the room. In the center is a group of 4 men huddled around a campfire who looked panicked at your presence, but then relieved all of a sudden. They are priests and dressed in priests' robes and asked, "Are you here to rescue us?"
Yeah. I think so.
They start laughing and smiling, and let's see here. But one of the priests points at Ergo Huto and says, "No, no, 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 we're undone, we're undone!" And he just starts running to the end of the room, and he's clawing at the wall, and he's trying to break one of the plain glass windows.
I'm gonna shoot him.
You're going to shoot the priest? Go ahead.
The one that's running away.
Yeah, you successfully shoot him. He stops clawing and he falls dead. And the other guys that you were consoling suddenly are taken aback and they back up and they say, "You heathen! You idiot! You've let it inside!" The cat jumps out of your grip. And it turns around, it looks at you. And it seems quite confident in itself.
Should have bashed it.
I'm gonna.
Can you give me a perception roll? You can read that. You've got night vision. It's got a little collar on it.
What does the
It says-
collar say?
Fluffy.
Okay, I'm gonna like turn away from it and like vault backwards into the room with the priests and like.
No,
kinda-
you're all in the same one big room.
Oh, okay, fine.
You're-
Then I'll
one set
just
of- the
I'll
doors are
yell
behind you.
I'll yell at the priest to get behind me.
They're ahead of you in the distance. You've just come through the doors.
The cat is
Where's the
between
cat
us
in relation?
In front of you now. It's just jumped off your shoulders. It's
in
between
between
you and the
us
priest.
and the priest.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. In that case, I'm gonna yell at them, run around, come behind the door.
They don't trust you right now because you just shot one of them.
Yeah.
Well,
good job.
maybe if
Very
he didn't,
lawful.
maybe if he wasn't like sketchy as shit,
he-
I may have made a mistake. All right, ergo may have made a mistake. Sue me.
The cat arches its back, stands up on two legs, and in a very quick moment polymorphs into a human. He's well groomed, with slanted eyes like a cat's, and he is eyeballing you with a big smile on his face and says, "I've been waiting for a really long time to get through that door. Thank you so much for just walking up and letting me in. Honestly, it's been ages. I come back here every night to try to get in, but those priests had it locked up tight. Only people with a good intent in their heart could get through. My goodness."
I'm gonna yell at him. Are you ready to joust?
I'm also gonna ask at the same time, are we still friends? Because I did
We can
cast
be
a spell on
friends.
him while he was a cat.
We can be friends. We can certainly be friends. Put your weapons on the floor, lay down, or better yet, turn on your allies, and we can be best friends.
I don't think I'm willing to do that. And I'm gonna look at Dana like inquisitively, like quizzically, like what's going on here?
She says, "This is him. This
I
is
go.
it."
Okay, fine. Can I cast Hunter's Mark on him?
Yeah, you'll have that opportunity while he's talking. He's doing his villain monologue.
Okay, casting Hunter's Mark, and I'm also gonna cast Cordon of Arrows and set 5 arrows on the ground.
Cool.
I'm going to put up my swords and pull out my bag of marbles and throw one really hard at his open mouth.
Yeah.
Give me this
Please,
opportunity
please
to-
tell me we have
Yeah.
another Vampire Lord situation here. That would
Yeah.
be fantastic.
Please.
Come
give me
on,
a,
20.
It's an unarmed ranged attack, so add your dex modifier, I guess. Not bad. However, his stats are jacked, so no go. But very, very good. I would have given that to you at a 19 or 20. Yeah, it bounces off of his cheek, and he's confused by this. And he looks down at it, and he's unfamiliar with it, so he just steps on it and crushes it under his boot foot.
Well, I got you to shut up.
Those taste so good.
I will also offer the opportunity for either of you or Dana here to turn on your allies. You do so right now. I'll spare you. You can work for me.
Threw another candy.
Okay, I can see you're getting impatient. So as your friend here said, yes, it's time to joust. And he rears his head back, and his arms bulge out from his sides, and his legs shoot out from underneath him, and he gets to be about 20 feet tall. He climbs to enormous heights. He is, which of you has the highest nature? Probably Ergo?
It's at a 4.
Iron Mine.
You can give
Zero.
me a nature save to identify him.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking perfection right there.
You've seen one of these in your past. This is a hill giant.
Oh,
They are incredibly dangerous.
I should also.
Ludicrously and dangerous.
So-
they are huge. And
I should point out that if he's within 30 yards, he's taken 5 arrows worth of 1d6 right now.
He is within 30 yards.
Well, he's taken 5d6 then.
You already cast Cordon?
Oh yeah, I casted it right after I casted Hunter's Mark.
Nice. Yep. Okay, he takes that. He can take that.
Alright, now I'm gonna shoot him twice. Because extra attack is OP. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Let her rip.
Oh, that one. You tell me if that hit or not. Sorry. I jumped the gun there.
Nope.
Okay.
It did not.
Second attack.
That one will hit.
Alright, there's the damage. And Colossus Slayer as well. For 1. Awesome.
You don't get Colossus. Oh wait.
I do.
Yes, you do because he was damaged.
He has
right.
taken damage. Yep.
Uh,
And do I still have a bonus action? Yeah?
yeah, but it'll have to be a move.
No spell?
No spell.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay. It's gonna go to Dana. Dana's gonna duck around to the side, and she took a swipe at its leg, but it just lifted it up, and it steps near her, and creates a little bit of a seismic wave, but she dodges out of the way. The next attack is going to go to Ozzy Armus, who is throwing marbles.
I'm gonna put up the bag and draw my swords and move around to the opposite side of Dana.
Okay, you go left. She went right. You start moving around the enemy to his left-hand side. He was looking at Dana, so he's turned his back to you slightly.
Yeah. Since I just pulled out my weapons, do I still get an attack, or do I have to wait?
You had actually already said before that you were drawing your weapons. I assumed that you just kind of put one in the other hand while you were throwing marbles, so you've got both weapons out. You can attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a swipe with both my weapons.
Not bad. Your first attack with the rapier hits, but your ancient scimitar bounces off of his skin. Good. Get some damage there. He is now very much aware of your presence. We will go to Jor. Jor, you are standing next to Ergo Huto in front of him.
How far away?
I'd say about 15 feet.
I'm going to use Spirit Guardians and ignore Ergo and Dana and Ozzy.
Okay. DC 15?
Yeah.
He has to do
That's
a
for full
yeah,
or half damage.
he has to do a wisdom save. Which he's not very wise, so he'll take some damage.
By the way,
So he takes 13.
he
Yep.
should have done a dex save on my Cordon of Arrows.
His dex is shit, so I'll give it to you.
Okay,
Meta, sorry.
that's fine.
He was also mid-transformation when that would have activated, so I would have given it to you theatrically anyways.
Right.
Oh, he's also slowed now.
Oh,
While he's
okay.
been with 15 feet of me.
Oh, okay. Interesting. He's going to feel the effect of that, and he doesn't like it, so he's going to step towards the priests instead, and he's just going to take his big friggin' fist, and he's going to try to plant one like a post. He swings, and since the other guys are just in cloth, he totally collides with them. Yeah, he squishes one into jelly. The other two are freaked, and they're going to try to go with your guys' idea of running back towards the door. The other guy is just jelly. We will go back to Ergo, who had the initial strike.
I actually think that I fucked up on Cordon as well.
That's okay. You can't use it again anyways. Let's just keep going.
Technically, I could, but it would still be active, is what I'm saying. Because it should have only hit once,
Oh,
if you read it.
Well, I'll just say that it worked all the times.
Okay.
It'll keep the battle going.
Okay. In that case, he has a hunter's mark on him, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He also should have taken 1d6 last turn, but whatever. I'll just attack twice more.
Okay. You'll notice that your arrows are landing on him, but that one does not do any damage. That one tied, so let's do a tiebreaker. You're gonna probably get it.
Just hit attack again, yeah?
Actually, for a tiebreaker, just roll a d20. A tie on a tie. Yeah, please give me another one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he would succeed with a nat 20 on a tiebreaker. However, he doesn't get a special ability because it was just a tiebreaker. He deflects your arrow. He has moved out of Ozzy Armis's ability to slow, so he is now a lot faster.
You said the first arrow hit him, but did no damage?
It did damage, it did not ignite him.
Okay. Because that... Whenever I hit, takes 1d8.
Oh, that was I meant on your
first arrow
first round.
didn't even hit.
No, I meant on the first round.
Oh, I thought you meant the first arrow.
No,
When it
no,
was
no.
a 13. Okay. Oh, we're good then.
We will go to Dana, who is still next to him. And she's going to mess up her swipe, so she's going to try to double back and follow his movements to get behind him for her next opportunity. We will go back to Ozzy Armis, who has now going... you're standing next to him, you are not behind him.
All right. I'm gonna go ham. I'm gonna swing twice with my rapier, and then swing once with my, stab once with my rapier. Use my extra attack to stab again, and then use my dual wielder to swing with my scimitar.
Okay, let it fly.
And then I will action surge, so I can take one additional action. Wait, that's weird. I take one additional action, so I'll just do one more attack with the scimitar.
All right. 3 of your blows land. Please roll 2 damage modifiers for your rapier and 1 for the ancient scimitar. Consistent.
Yeah, it's a lot of 6s. Or well.
Okay. He is still not bloodied. You are cutting the fuck out of his leg, though. And he is now very, very aware of you. We will go to Jordan.
I'm just gonna keep my spirit guardians going for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So if he comes back in, he takes damage, it gets slowed.
Okay. You are using spirit guardians and therefore are kind of barricading the doorway. The doorway vicinity. He's moved back towards the fire pit where the priests were. And he is going to be not amused at Ozzy Armis. He reaches into the floor and pulls out part of the stone out of the floor and pulls it into his hand, and now he's holding a rock about the weight you would figure your body is, and he's going to try and bring it down on you. But you're quicker than he is, so it blows up in his hand as it strikes the ground, and you're hit with little bits of stone as you dodge out of the way. We're going to go to Ergo Huto.
Okay. I'm going to cast Cordon correctly this time with 5 arrows and attack once.
Okay.
So 5 arrows are planted in the ground, and every turn that he ends the turn within 30 yards, he has to do a dex save or he takes 1d6. That's how
Okay.
it should have happened the first time. I fucked up.
That's all right. Roll for your attack.
Yeah.
This blow lands in his armor and does no damage. But the cordon is in place. We will go to...
If it lands, does that still apply
No.
Colossus Slayer or Hunter's Mark?
No, it just landed in his armor. It was deflected. It's just an arrow sticking out of his armor. He's got very thick hide armor on.
Alright.
And we will go to whoever's turn was next. I've been drinking.
Dana.
Dana! We'll go to Dana!
Wait. Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. Dana is getting into his blind spot, so she has advantage. Oh no!
At least it wasn't
she has
us.
advantage. She has advantage. Oh my god!
She got a double 1. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't great.
Whoa. No, as the giant's swing struck the ground, shrapnel from the exploding piece of rock struck her and knocked her off of her footing into the hole of the missing piece. So she falls through the floor to the floor below you. All you hear is a small scream as she disappears through the floor. We will go back to Ozzy, I think.
I'm gonna take 2 more swipes with my rapier and 1 with the scimitar.
Alright. Fly at it. Wow, all 3 hit.
Alrighty.
Not bad. And yeah. Okay. You do some more slashing damage, and the giant is now enraged. We will go to Joridam.
Has it been 10 minutes?
No, not yet.
I'm gonna keep channeling.
Alright. Keep channeling. Do you want to do any movement?
Can I move?
I think so. Can you?
You can actually cast other spells. It's only damage will break your concentration, and I forgot what else. You can't cast another spell you have to concentrate on. That's the thing with concentration.
Yeah, I'll move towards him then. If I
Alright.
can get within 15 feet and
You're
damage
doing
him.
it. You're walking up,
Alright.
starting to approach the hill giant. He's so tall that his head is almost hitting the top of the ceiling in this 30-foot room. We will go to the priests who book shit out of the door. They are just flying. They just run. They just run straight out of the room.
Did they run through my spirit guardians?
Yes, they did.
I did not exempt them.
No, you did not. How does your spirit guardians affect them?
They
just
take
did the
3d8
giants.
radiant damage.
He just did the giant's work for him.
Please roll for the radiant damage. Twice. Roll 3 and then 3 again.
Just type slash. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. The priests run for the safety of the door, but get swept up in the tumult of your curse at the doorway and become eviscerated in brilliant radiant damage and fall quietly to the floor.
Guess that makes Jor a murderer now too.
It's their fault.
Yeah. We're going to go to the hill giant, who is now enraged. He is going to just bring his great big fist around in a big sweeping arc and try to punch Ozzy Armis straight in the chest. Huh. Oh wait, no, sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, he probably misses you because your AC is very good, so
Really,
you just
really high.
step back out of the way. He gets to attack twice during his round, though. So he's going to continue his punch all the way through, and ergo, how far away were you? You were firing arrows.
Yeah, so Vic could be anywhere within 600 feet. You tell me.
However, his range is 10 feet, so I'm just going to assume you're within that, given that the room isn't actually that large.
Alright.
He strikes you with the edge of his fist, his great big fist, and he is going to do some damage. He catches you off guard for... oops, sorry. I'm adjusting the modifier. 24 points of damage, and you are launched partway across the room.
Wow.
Well, that fucking hurt.
Yeah, you're going to feel that one the next day.
Oh shit.
That you feel as though that wasn't even a direct hit. We'll go to you.
Awesome.
Post sailing or while sailing?
His
While
turn's
sailing.
his turn's over, so he's got to do a dex save.
Yes, he does. Yeah, plus his modifier. What's it going against?
I'm not sure. It just says he must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's getting a +2 modifier, so 16 is past the usual 15 threshold of what some of these curses are. So I'm going to say he circumvents it.
All right.
Um,
So one of the
But-
arrows is now gone. There's only 4 remaining, but he doesn't take the damage from that.
okay. Yeah. He just stepped on it then and broke it.
Yep. All right. I will just. I'm gonna fire twice.
All right. Fire away. One of your arrows strikes true.
I'm guessing the 17.
The 17 one.
Yeah. Okay. And then. So many rolls I have to do. There's Colossus Slayer, and here is Hunter's Mark.
All right. And we'll go to Ozzy Armus.
But before the.
Unless you want to move.
No, I just want to yell.
All right. Yell.
I need heals, Jor! I'm out of spellcasts.
We'll go to Ozzy Armus.
You said he's 20 feet tall?
20 feet plus. You'd figure probably 25, 26 feet.
With my one boot of springing, would it be possible for me to jump on his shoulder?
If you do a really good job at your acrobatics roll.
Well, we know my history with acrobatics. I'm gonna try to leap up onto his shoulder.
All right. Give it a whirl.
Not that great.
You launch yourself at him, but he just turns and you sail past him to the other side of the room. Give me a dex save. You land perilously close to the hole that he made in the floor when he pulled the stone out. So you're kind of teetering on the edge and you are off footing. We're going to go to Jordan.
I'm gonna move within 15 feet.
All right. You walk up to him slowly. You are within his circumference of attack.
Alright, so he takes... And he's
What?
slowed, so I'm just gonna chill there.
All right. He is feeling the effects of being slowed. And he's going to turn and look at Ozzy Armus in his perilous situation and smile his great big giant smile and take his hands up, out, and draw them towards each other. He's going to try to clap you. Oof. Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is going to clap you. Oh, sorry. There we go. For 20 points of damage. He crushes you towards yourself and collapses part of your plate mail into your chest. You feel squished.
I feel squished!
We'll go back to Ergo Huto.
I just gotta fire twice.
All right. Let it fly. Nice. You're doing a good job this time. And while the giant's back is turned, you land both of your arrow shots in his back. He arches his back in pain. You feel as though you're making some headway in this battle. It appears as though he's bleeding.
1 second, I have to check something.
Okay.
Whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, oh sweet, so I hit twice. Double damage from Hunter's Mark. And Colossus Slayer. Jesus.
Stacks on stacks.
Right? It's like,
We will go to Ozzy Armus, who's just been squished.
Does he have me pinned or did he let go?
Oh, he just smacked you and let go. His hands bounced off of you.
I'm gonna try jumping again.
Okay. You take this opportunity to rally your strength. However, you are impacted by this event. Please roll a D1. You slip on the edge of this precipice. Your foot goes out from underneath you and you fall downwards through the hole in the floor that was created when he lifted the stone out. You fall into a room that is now fully on fire. However, there is a door that appears to have been kicked open at the far end of the room. In the distance, as you land, you see it. So you'll have the opportunity to do something about that next round. We'll go to Joradam.
I'm gonna use Prayer of Healing on everyone. Is Dana still alive? I don't remember.
Fill in the hole.
She would not be within your radius of spellcasting.
Okay.
However, Drew is on the other side of the floor, so he would be.
Alright, yeah, I'll use it on us three then. For 14.
Nice. You all take 14 heal points of damage. By the way, Drew, I should mention, I was going to do it on your next turn, but you got to take some fall damage. Roll a d6 for me. Take that for damage, but then also take the heals after.
Okay.
And we will go back to, I guess, the giant. He's going to reach into the floor and grab another block out of the floor now that he's got a good finger grip. He's going to turn to Joradam and try to bring it down on Joradam. So, just a moment. Sorry, I've got to change my modifiers here. Oops.
Whoa!
Nope. I'm assuming that still beats his AC value.
you can check.
Yes, his AC's 12.
Oh, look at you peeping.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, Derek?
If he was here, then he could answer, but he's not here.
During his healing, he is partially distracted while the giant grabs the stone and brings it down across him. He's going to be struck by it for, only 16 points of damage. Luckily. Could have been a lot worse.
No kidding.
It was a glancing blow. He's cut and spun by this attack. We're going to go back to Ergo Huto.
Fire in twice.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
That
and
crit.
a crit. Nice crit. It was
Yeah,
a
right?
crit and a fail, too.
Well, let's not count the fail. Come on now.
Nope, you're clear of the fail. Clear of the fail.
Alright, so that's the first one. This is the second one. Because the crits.
Nice.
Get 2 Hunter's Mark applications. I'll just roll 2d6 instead of typing it twice. And Colossus Slayer. Always
Not
3.
bad.
What the fuck's with the 3s? I complain as I literally do 60 damage or whatever. Last turn I did 35. I don't know how much was this turn.
A lot. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm not adding up the individual numbers. I'm just going with the
Yeah.
end. And
I'm mathing it right now.
A lot.
53.
Nice. Yeah, you shot him in the hip. There was a exposed piece of armor between the edge of his hip and his chest armor. Can you roll a D100 for severity?
Oh.
Oh,
Beautiful.
jeez.
He rears back and trips on the hole that he's created and falls flat on his back. He arches it on a piece of intact furniture, and he appears to take extended fall damage from this. He's also prone. The rock that he was holding is going to fall onto himself, and he's going to take additional damage from that too. So yeah, that did a lot more than 53. We're going to go back to Ozzy Armus, falling through the floor into the room of fire. The room
on
is
fire.
on fire.
Well played.
How high is the ceiling?
About 10 feet.
I'm gonna try to jump up and stick him with both my weapons.
You're gonna jump through the hole.
No,
And then-
to the hole since his back is, or his. I don't know
Well,
if he's upward
you're
faced.
underneath him on the floor below.
Yeah.
So he fell over the hole and he's on the other side of it.
Oh, so he's
So
not.
he's not covering it.
Okay.
no.
Well, I'm gonna try to jump back up to the next floor
Okay.
because that works out so well for me all the
Please
time.
roll.
I wouldn't
acrobatics.
trust those boots, man.
Yeah.
No, you jump sideways and bonk yourself on the roof and fall into the room. Please take extended fall damage, and you'll take 5 for the flame damage of landing on a piece of furniture that is on fire. So, 2 plus 5. And you're
he's
on a
a
room that's on
tiefling.
fire.
Doesn't
You're
he
also
take
gonna.
less fire?
Oh yeah, you take half of that. But round up.
2.5, so 3. Jesus.
Total.
We'll go to Joradam. Joradam, your enemy is prone next to you.
Has it been 10 minutes?
I don't know if you were there for it, but you took 16 points of slashing damage as he struck you with a rock.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yes, it has been 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna back away and use Sacred Flame on him.
Okay. Nice. You use Sacred Flame on the enemy. You would have had
Look at
advantage
that
on
damage.
that. However,
Poof.
you you shoot him in a invulnerable part of his armor, and you feel as though you did not that much damage. The
Lit
hill
him
giant is going to take this opportunity to try to stand up, which he does, and he's going to orient himself, and he's crouching and looks as though he's preparing a bull rush. And from the corner edge of the room, Dana is going to jump in, wielding her axe, and she's just going to try to plant it in the side of him. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting to add her modifier. That is my bad. Which is even worse. She dodges past him as he crouches into his bull rush. Apparently, she's not that good at this whole fighting thing. We'll go to Ergo Huto.
Shooting.
Shoot away. One shot goes awry, but the other one plants in him. So many different things.
Right?
He's getting down there. You see him not taking these hits so well anymore. And we'll go to Ozzy Armis on the floor below.
I believe in myself. I'm gonna try to jump one more time.
Okay. You make it through the floor, but now you are in the air in front of the giant as he's about to charge. We'll go to Joradam. Your ally is hanging in the air in front of him. And Ergo is behind you.
Surprise!
How far away is Ergo?
Ergo is behind you. You would you'd have to turn around to look.
I'm gonna try to use guidance on Ergo.
Okay. You have to turn your back in order to cast that on him, because you'd have
Yeah.
to make eye contact.
I have to touch him. Yeah.
Okay. You move to his position and cast guidance on Ergo Huto. We will go to the giant. Giant is going to bull rush at you.
What does
It is
guidance do?
You get a plus D4
Okay.
on your
Do I have to specify? Like, before I...
ability check. So
Before or after?
Oh, okay. So I can just apply it. Okay. Is it, like, attack rolls don't work with that, then?
No, it'd be an
it's your
ability.
like landing roll.
Okay, so, like, for example, if I have to dodge out of the way of him fucking charging at us...
Or you like attacking him. Like if you roll a 13, it'd be a 17.
Well, up to 17. It's a
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Fair enough. Okay.
He's going to go with the guy with his back turned, which means he has advantage on Joradam as he charges and bull rushes him. Oh wait, I gotta roll 2 d20s. Sorry. It added them together. Well, I'm gonna go with one of the original ones so he hits you. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you could just go with the 10 and the 9 and just add 8 to either of them.
That's
So
my
it'd be
plan.
18 and 17.
And he gets a lot. 3d10 plus 5. Or 19 points of damage as he
Alright.
shoulder checks you. Whack.
It's a hell of a shoulder check.
And he goes past. He is now between you and Ergo Huto. And since he's enraged, he can use a multi-attack. So he's going to try to backhand Ergo, which means he gets plus 8 to his hit. So he's going to try to swipe at Ergo. And he backhands the hell out of him. Yeah, he connects with you, Ergo. I don't think your AC is 24 points.
It's only 14.
And he's going to go with his hand is a d8, so 3d8 plus 8. Ooh, fuck. Does he ever connect with you?
Yeah, it kills me.
Oh. Yeah, you feel you swallow your lungs there for a second as the back of his hand enters your rib cage. And you fly partway across the room, partially dead. You are now in negative hit points and are in saving throws. We will go to, since you're on, oh wait, it's going to go to Dana's turn. Dana is going to get advantage. So she's going to roll twice. Hey, cool. And let's do a tiebreaker. Ah, nice. She gets both of her attacks. She gets a double attack too. So she's slashing at his back with her battle axe, and she cuts at him a whole bunch. So let's do this. I'll just give the base amount of damage for that. He is still bleeding quite profusely now. You feel as though he is on his last legs. And we will go to Ergo Huto, your first saving throw. We'll do d20s for this.
Okay.
Nice, you were successful in your first saving throw. We're going to go to Ozzy Armus. Ozzy, he went past you. You're falling. Do you want to try to grab the edge?
Yep.
Acrobatics.
This works so well for me.
Nope. You slip back into the fire hole. Please roll 1d6. And take 3 fire damage. You take 6 damage total as you fall back through the hole into the room below. We will go to Ergo Huto. Or sorry, not Ergo. Joradam. He has his back to you now because he turned to crush Ergo Huto.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself. For 8 healing.
You do that successfully. Kate, we're gonna go to the giant, who is now very much aware of you, and he is going to try to punch you. Or no, let's make him try to make you into a post.
Oh shit.
Oh, is it a d20?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he totally misses you. We're gonna go back to Dana, who is only getting a +5. Nice. She ricochets off of his armor and does not do damage. We will now go back to Ergo Huto's second saving throw, which is also successful. We will go now to Ozzy Armus in the Room of Fire.
I think I can leap.
Nice! You shoot out of the hole triumphantly and land gracefully in the center next to the fire. Your enemy is 10 feet away from you. I'm going to assume that was your action for the whole turn so that you nail that and don't take fall damage?
Yep.
Excellent. I wasn't coercing you at all. We will go to Joradam. Joradam, you just dodged that attack.
Is the druid a humanoid?
He is no longer a humanoid
Okay.
now that he has changed.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself again.
Okay. You can do that. Nice. Yeah, you heal yourself back up a little bit. We will go to the giant, who sees Ozzy and sees you, but you were there, and Ozzy's done... Well, actually, Ozzy's done more damage. Let's see who he attacks.
Have
Oh.
I?
Sure. Yeah. Either way, you guys have both done damage to him, so he had to decide. He's going to go for Jor, actually. Jor! He doesn't like you. What's your AC?
12.
Yeah, he punches you. He does not like you. He's going to do 1d8 plus 8 for 11 points of damage. He punches you.
Alright.
A little love tap there.
I can take it because I'm a knight.
And Dana gets another swipe. Nice. She connects. She's going to do a base amount of damage. She's in the fight now. We'll go to Ergo Huto's next saving throw. That is a fail. We will now go to Ozzy Armus, standing next to the fire.
Is he facing toward me?
He's got you within his line of sight in front of you, yes. He was looking more at Jor, but you are at his side, not behind him.
All right, I'm gonna run up to him and stab at him twice with my rapier and once with the scimitar.
All right. 2 of those land. 1 rapier and 1 scimitar. Nice. The laughing resumes in the back of your mind, and you hear combat, glorious combat. We will go to Joradam.
I'm going to echo
Really?
that laughter.
I'm gonna use Invoke Duplicity.
All right. Nice. Yeah, a second illusion of yourself appears within an unoccupied space 30 feet of you. Where do you cast your illusion?
To the opposite side of Ozzy.
Okay. Then it'll go you, Ozzy, and then other you. And then beyond all of that group on the other side of the campfire is Ergo Huto, spitting up blood. We will go back to the giant. And he is going to try another clap. On Jor. 13. I'm guessing that's a hit.
Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, he catches you between his hands and squishes your unarmored body between his palms. You hear lots of your ribs crackle and enter the squishy parts of your body as you fall to the ground. We will go to Dana, who is going to make a battle axe attempt. Nice! She strikes him. He goes to one knee, but he's still up and he's still fighting. We go to Ozzy Armus. Ozzy, he looks like he's very close to not being alive anymore. I don't know a better word for that.
Did we skip my saving throw?
Yeah, we did. My bad. We'll go to your saving throw. I'm sorry.
Alright, it's all good.
Successful. You are
Hey.
alive and resumed to 1 HP. In fact, we'll pick up with your turn then.
I don't have any spells, so I'm attacking twice.
Okay, you come up from your position and start launching arrows at him. However, his armor deflects both of them.
Yep.
You are lilting a little bit.
I should mention that since Hunter's Mark is a concentration spell and I died, it's gone.
Broken.
Good point. We'll go to Ozzy Armus.
I'm going to stab at him. Attack with my rapier and then use extra attack with it. And then for my bonus action, we'll use Second Wind, regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus my level.
Okay. Fly at it. Nice, critical.
Yeah.
Please roll a D100 for the critical. Not bad.
The shitty heal roll.
You begin to slash at his legs until he goes to his knees, and then slash at his torso until he rears in front of you and plant your cursed scimitar into his neck. He is dead.
Hell yeah.
His body shrivels up, goes back to a humanoid form. He's bleeding out onto the floor, much like your allies are. We will go back to your ally doing saving throws right after I take a really quick break.
I'm fucked.
This is a nice long episode, I gotta say.
100% dead.
Nah, man, you got saving throws. You could get lucky like me.
I don't think we can stabilize you, though.
Exactly.
No,
I can
basically,
stabilize you too.
basically, we need him to succeed in his saving throws and stabilize me. We shouldn't be talking about this, though, because it's meta.
Well, you're stabilized. You succeeded on your
Yeah.
death throws. You've got 1 HP.
Right, I meant, like, he's gonna need to heal me once he, fucking does his shit.
I'm gonna heal everyone if I live.
Yeah, Saivan, we totally don't have any healing of any kind. I'm out of spells, and
I don't have any potions.
we don't have potions, we have no healing kits, nothing. No first aid. The only person that can actually do any amount of healing right now is Jor, and he's in saving throws.
Maybe Dana can. She might have potions on her. Or
Maybe.
healing kits.
I saved her life. Time to repay the favor.
Why didn't you spare the dying on me, homie? It's meta,
You're
we'll talk
way
about this
far
later.
away.
Fair enough.
That's a touch action.
And there was a giant in between you two.
We're getting into meta territory, we should not be talking.
When the teacher's away.
Something like that. Hey, Derek, you're back. There was absolutely no meta talk while you were gone.
It's totally silent.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I won't listen to it later and then judge you all in the chat. We're
For the record, I was the voice of reason.
we're going to pick up with Joradam doing saving throws for his life.
Just D20s.
Yep.
3.
Just do
we'll
one
start
at a
with
time.
just the one, and we're going to work our story from there. That is a successful one. You're starting to come back around. Dana is going to approach the monster and check that he is indeed dead, and then just start swinging and swinging and swinging and cutting up his body. She's not having a good day. We will go with your second saving throw. That one is a failure. You
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and reclaim my scimitar and start searching his pockets.
Ah, not a bad idea. All right, you start searching the dead guy. We'll go to the third saving throw.
Can I help him in any way with medicine, even though I'm not proficient in it whatsoever and I have no healing materials on me?
You can give him advantage to a d20 roll.
Alright, I'll do that.
So D20 plus.
Just do d20 twice.
Yeah, and
Alright.
pick the higher, or whatever, yeah.
Ah, see, it turned a fail into a success. You helped him out. 2 successes, 1 failure. And, yeah, he looks like he's got some interesting stuff in his pockets, none of which you recognize. He's got 2 of those rings that you noticed that the other people had on them, the seeing rings, which now probably would be rendered inert since all of the people that it was connected to are dead. He's got a amulet around his neck that you also do not identify. However, he's got no melee weapons in his accoutrements. He
He
was,
needed them.
Yeah, exactly. However, he is wearing a nice belt. We will go to another saving throw. That is a success, which constitutes 3 successes. You are returned to 1 HP. You are now conscious and spitting up some blood. But also all your ribs are broken.
Alright. I'm alive. Didn't drown.
Not this time.
You are successful. There is one final item on his person, Ozzy. He has a nice pair of boots, which you feel are magic.
I'm gonna. I'm taking all of it. I'm pocketing. I'm putting the rings in my bag. I'm putting the amulet on. I'm wearing the belt like a bandolier, and I'm putting the left boot on and putting the right boot in my bag.
You're gonna wear one of each boot?
Yep.
Well, he lost one of his boots.
I
Fair.
remember.
But he
Yeah.
still has one.
Yeah, he's still got the one boot of jumping.
So now he's got 2.
Well, he's got
One
one
magic
magic,
boot.
one identified magic boot and
One
one boot of
mystery
jumping
boot.
really high. Yeah.
Okay, you're not sure what the amulet does. The belt doesn't give you any magical properties if you don't wear it properly, and you have no idea what the boot does.
I figured the belt wouldn't fit me since it's a hill giant to tiefling.
Well, no, he's a druid now.
He was a
When he
druid
died,
now.
he switched back.
Ah.
He is of humanoid size.
All right. I'm gonna put it on then.
Okay, cool. You feel incredibly stronger.
I feel incredibly stronger.
I feel like I'm gonna die.
I'm spitting up blood.
You see Dana run past you all to look outside. She covers her face with her hands. You can
Uh-oh.
see her through the doorway.
I'm gonna go check on that.
Healing potion, please.
As your compatriots are bleeding on the floor, you join Dana out on the patio area of the rooftop, and you see there was a great crowd of people around a burning building in the distance that you recognize to be her home. It is now surrounded by what appear to be crowds of thousands of very confused looking people, but at the same time, you see dozens of them just falling from the sky, screaming as they descend.
Hey, we were successful.
She just looks on in complete silence.
Yay, we did it.
I'm gonna go to my friends and here, this will help you, and put a marble in Jor's mouth.
Okay, are you gonna try to make him swallow it?
Hmm.
Okay, you put your hand over top of his mouth and you pinch off his nose with your fingers. Jor, roll strength to fight him. A d20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, fuck. That's not good.
It's really not.
The 12.
Ozzy, please give me a strength modifier. You're taking an unknown bonus to your strength right now.
That's without the phone. That's just my basic strength roll.
Your ally shudders. His vibrates slightly and then apparates out of existence. He's gone.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to
Get the fuck away from me.
Ergo.
I'm gonna pull a
Pulls himself
marble out
back
of my
so-
bag and swallow it.
As you turn towards your ally Ergo, he looks at you wide-eyed and swallows a marble in apprehension of your intention. Ergo, you apparate. Ozzy.
I should mention Jeff comes with me.
Yes, he
Or
does.
if he doesn't, then I'm feeding him one first.
I
Anything
lost
that,
my fucking horse.
Alright.
anything that was on you
Alright, good.
apparates.
Okay, cool. Then he's with me.
I had that in mind. It's alright. Meta.
Ozzy.
I'm gonna go back out to the balcony and say, mission successful.
She kind of just shrugs her shoulders and looks downcast and says, I guess. Look at me, I get to be mayor now. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
We should celebrate. Here's some candy.
Roll persuasion.
If this fucking works. Oh my god!
Hold on. She's gonna roll to counter it. She says, fine, I'll eat your fucking candy. She takes it, puts it in her mouth, and disappears to the ether.
Oh fuck.
Alright, since the Citadel's on fire,
Yep, below you.
is there any way for me to safely get out of the Citadel?
If you were to try to descend through it, it would be an interesting ordeal, to be sure.
I do have 45 feet of rope.
You do, but the
How
Citadel
high
is
up?
quite high. It's
Yeah,
about
that's
6 floors.
You can drop.
You can drop it, but it'll be an acrobatics save to land on one boot. Without taking 6 floors worth of fall damage.
Well, is it like crenellated, like for archers? Like, so can I tie my rope off, and just rappel down to the end of the rope and then drop?
Sure. You will then just drop about the same height as you did off the top of the sword.
Shit.
So,
Isn't 6 floors like 60 feet and he has 45 feet of rope?
yeah, but they're tall floors. It's a cathedral. It's a stone building. The space between each one of the floors is 2 feet to account for the thickness of the flooring.
Alright, so like 27 feet.
Which is the approximate height. Oh wait, no, the sword was 60
60.
feet?
60.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
he's got
sorry.
this.
You're right. It was half of that. It's
Okay.
only about 30 feet at the end of your rope. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, there are flames licking at the edge of the rope where you tied it off at the top.
I go down quickly.
Okay, you're at the end of the rope.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump down.
You jump down. Give me a acrobatics save.
Yeah, that works. Ungracefully.
Please roll a d8. Yeah, you landed in a thistle bush. The building above you is roaring on fire now as you climb out of the thistle bush,
Alright.
pulling pieces of sharp greenery out of the crevices of your armor.
Yeah, get that shit out. I'm gonna make my way to Horse Jeff.
You make your way across the way, through the water building, down the causeway, down the ladder, and are standing next to Horse Jeff.
Because I'm not entirely sure if I like hug him and take a marble, I'm gonna try to feed him a marble.
It rattles around inside of his mouth.
That's what I thought. I'm gonna hug him and eat a marble.
You hug him and eat a marble and rejoin your compatriots inside of the courtyard of the fortress next to Ergo Huto, Joradam with broken ribs on the ground being attended to by a very friendly medic, a very bewildered and furious Dana, as you, mounted on top of your compatriot's steed, re-enter the void, triumphant from your battle. And this is the conclusion of the first season of Critical Fail.
Hey, I saved us.
Wow.
I'm alive. I lived this season.
Alright, so before we do a very brief post-show, basically I want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching this on YouTube, everybody that's been watching weekly on the Twitch stream. Just as a reminder, we're taking 2 weeks off, and then we'll be coming back with a brand new show, brand new characters, 5 players, yada yada yada, all that fancy shit. That starts on Monday, August the 21st. So, be prepared for that. That's going to be fun. But, yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/Draken. Exactly the same. There'll be a link in the description below, as well as links to the pre- and post-show for this show, as well as, in all the previous episodes that we've done that, it's been included as well. So, thanks for watching. See ya.
Thanks to everybody.
Yeah.
See you next season.
See you next season for Critical Fail, or see you in the next series.
Bye.
See ya.